Oh, hello, hello, hello. We're back. Finally managed to scrunch up enough blood points to unlock E3 Alien, which means we get Alien Instinct on all of the killers. Which is the third perk in alphabetical order right now. So, Alien Instinct. What is it about? Let's figure it out. It's got some flavor text to it. You are so stealthy, sometimes it seems like you appear out of nowhere. This perk activates on hook. You see the aura of the farthest survivors for 8 seconds, and that survivor is oblivious for 60 seconds. Okay, so let's figure out what oblivious is. Alright. I can guess. I think... Oblivious DVD. Okay. So I've clicked on this before, so I should know this. Okay. Yeah, so oblivious is you can't hear the terror rages or hear the heartbeat. So like you're not alerted. You have nothing but visual cues. But I guess if you look around, it's not gonna do much. But maybe there are some sneaky killers that you could play to mitigate that. Also, another aspect of it is that it seems to, well, you know where they are, but it's the farthest survivor, right? So it's generally not the one you want to go for. But let's try it. Which killer would be good with Alien Instinct? Well... Oni has a lot of movement speed when he's in his power. But he's really loud even without his terror rages, so I guess he's not going to benefit so much from the oblivious effect. Huntress? Maybe? I mean, look. A lot of Huntress seems to be related around running a lot of information on aura perks and trying to... and just trying to snipe people. At least those are the flashy plays. I think if you're playing her as a reasonable person, you're gonna be really good at shutting down loops, and that's about it. So Huntress is definitely someone to try with Alien Instinct. I also think that Hag might be really good. Or maybe not, because she's not going to chase anyone down. She's going to place her spiderweb of traps, and then she's just going to... and then she is just going to teleport whenever they jump over her traps. Late night coffee. It is amazing. Okay. The nightmare, maybe, because you can teleport to the generators. However, that also makes a really big sound, so he's not gonna benefit so much from the oblivious status effect. Maybe I'm focusing in on the oblivious effect too much, but on the other hand, like if you're not running like if you're just gonna use it for the aura aspect of it, then why wouldn't you just run something like barbecue and chili? Right. That is just way better. So you gotta use somebody who's utilizing the oblivious status effect. So, probably a short killer, probably more of a stealthy killer. And that probably is Ghostface. Oh, I think I played Ghostface once. So we're gonna have to learn a new killer in order to get this to work. But we got some ideas. Huntress, it might be good with. I mean, I guess you can still hear her lullaby, so maybe not. Whatever. Ghostface, well, he's just... Yes, he doesn't really have a terror radius, does he? Does he? So much to figure out. That's average height. You can't see their terror radius? Yeah, it's that. 24 meters. Is that base? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Alright, well, I'm excited to try try Alien Instinct with Huntress. So let's start there. Let's start with that. Lethal Pursuer is awesome on Huntress. Alien Instinct, Lethal Pursuer. So, okay. So we're gonna see them at the start. Instantly gonna hit 2 hatches, right? No misses. It's gonna be great. Then you're gonna see another guy. We're just gonna air snipe him. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna snipe him from such a long distance. And then they go down and it's like a chain. That's my idea. I played Huntress a grand total of 4 games, I think. Okay, what else do we put on her? There's the locker perk, but it's just common for me. More information, I think. So... Or is this enough information? It probably is, right? Bit of slowdown. Corrupt intervention is always nice. And I don't... Gene resonance? Maybe it's also just really passive slowdown. Alright, let's try it. Let's try. So... Okay. Now I also think, like, what is a killer that's really hindered by their terror radius? I mean, there's this, the little guy, the good guy. This one, right? Does he have a terror radius? Maybe he'd benefit from it because he's so little. So then there'd be no way of knowing if he's around or not. Maybe. Okay, let's ready up. Let's do it. Now let's have some more coffee. So, you know, you could... Like, we're not utilizing the oblivious aspect of Alien Instinct at all now, so, you know, you might as well just have ran barbecue and chili, and it would have probably have been better. I don't know what the Xenomorph does. Maybe it's just good on Xenomorph, just as a baseline. Yeah, definitely. Gonna try a couple of different things. Let's experiment. See what works. All right. All over here, got a big lag spike. Fireball. Let's throw a Hail Mary hatchet. Oh. Oh! Not even close. Oh, that was close though. That wasn't. Not gonna be able to hit her. Just give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Okay. Let's go for the next one. Okay. Didn't need to throw anything there. Alright. Let's reload. And let's see who's farthest away. No flashlight. No flashlight. Please. Okay. Alright. And. Where? Oh, it didn't proc? Or am I blind? Huh? Did I misread the perk? Is it doing something completely different? See you. Really? Really not. I missed that. Okay. Whatever. Let's kick it. I'm never going to hit this blue-haired chick. It cannot be done at my current skill level. Okay, sure. Never touching up to her. It's horrible. Okay. Got it down at least. Okay, so let's look at the alien instinct here. It does not proc. Why doesn't it proc? It wasn't hook. I'm positive. Oh, it's this guy. It's this girl. She's played this game for 3 billion hours. And she knows every corner. Okay. Maybe I can hit her here. Yeah. Okay. Is it a Scourge perk? Maybe? Alien Instinct? I don't know. No, still doesn't proc. Okay, I have no idea how this works then. This is not a good space. I don't have any line of sight here. chasing her around. Gotta take a look at the other generators. Oh! 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 Nice. Okay. Next. Close. Thought she was going to the left. Alright. So alien instinct really hasn't been working out as I thought it would. Yeah, that's right. Really? It's really awkward. Huntress would be really fun if it wasn't for the hitbox. I think the hitbox is... I don't know, it doesn't relate to the way... the projectile looks. So it's just really awkward to use as a result. Maybe Deathslinger is more fun as like a range killer. Oh, I thought I could put her down there. She's dead, I think. Yeah. Now it works. Out of access. So is it just if people are nearby or something? I don't quite get it. Hey, got another kill. That was nice. Cool. dominating dude. Trying a new perk. Except I don't understand because this didn't proc every time you... oh, the farthest injured survivor. Right, okay. Okay, so since nobody else was injured, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And I don't think Huntress is the killer for that. Legion, maybe? He always keeps people injured, right? That's what he does. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Alien instinct. There we go. And then... sure. Any perks that could help? Yeah, maybe Slip the Butcher. Thing is, he doesn't, he injures with his powers, so I'm not sure that counts as a basic attack. But maybe that one. Anatophobia. That could be a good thing. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna try some Terror Radius builds as well. Let's try this and see what happens. Grab more coffee. Yeah, dude. I've started, I don't know what happened. Something with my biological system has like, has started to like, reject coffee in the morning. I have no idea why. Like, I cannot finish a cup in the morning anymore. It is horrible. So I get my fix at night now, which is really weird. I blame my wife. She was the one who started with the, oh, do you want to have a cup of coffee? At like 7, 8. Ever since I've picked up the habit. 100. Alright. So Legion is not that complicated, I think. You just right click and then you just knife everybody. Oh, hello. Knifer! Ah! Okay. Oh, come here! Get knifed. Oh, who's next? That guy. Come here! Get knifed! Get knifed! Oh yeah! Here we go. Okay, so we got 3 people. Oh, no, 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 no! Don't do that! Don't! Oh my god. Everybody's ever used a flashlight. Everybody was having a convention. Okay. Okay, so she wanted me to find her, so I'm assuming they're around the corner with like 5 flashlights, is that right? No? I'm guessing she felt bad or something. See? Now we see the survivor over there. This is great. Now they're oblivious. Oh, great. You get so close. Yeah, that's pretty great. Franklin's demise, yeah. It's, I usually wait a couple of games before I bring the anti-tilt perks in. Mentally, I'm still fine. But, you know, give me an hour and there's gonna be Lightborn and there's gonna be Franklin's and everything. To use this in order to get close. Okay. That's 2 hooks on her, which is awesome. Come on, give it to me. Yes. Okay, there we go. Give me this as well, that would be preferable. Go down, there we go. Second. He's not injured. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, she doesn't have a lot of resources in the main hall, so she has to run over here. Okay, just make it dead art, dead art. Nope. Alright. I saw a Tomb Raider over there, so up there. That's next. She's dead on hook. If we can get her, that's brilliant. Nice. Just make sure she gets to hook. We're fine. Nice. Okay. And over there. Just keep them injured. I feel like Legion has a smaller like hitbox, so it's like easier to turn corners with him. But yeah, Alien Instinct seemed to be working really well with Legion. Because you get so close before they notice that you're there. You see? That hard. Alright. Just simple read and she's dead. Or is that the second hook? I don't know. Next to Scourge hook as well. It's perfect. Really good pressure. Has Tomb Raider given up? Is she just waiting for Hatch, or is she on her way to... Yeah, she's rescuing that girl. Ah! Oh, she's gonna drop it? Nope. And that is not a safe pallet. Nice. Oh, do we get basement here? Yes, we do. Perfect. Alright, Alien Instinct. Over there. Great. And she's oblivious. That's why she's not reacting. That is really good. Yeah, that's a very nice Legion perk. She's oblivious. There's a pallet here. I keep forgetting that Dead Hard is a thing. Yeah, exactly. So he always has wounds. So alien instinct always procs. And then you're oblivious, and you also have the movement speed to go across the map. Because the other killer I was thinking of was maybe Plague. But she always keeps them injured as well. There's not much they can do, but she doesn't have any mobility. So, like... if you find them, and since it's the furthest survivor away that gets revealed and is made oblivious, you need somebody that has some kind of movement speed. Yeah, that felt very nice. I think we found something awesome pretty fast. I did not expect that. I think, I felt like, this perk was going to be really difficult to work with, but yeah, no. It works really great with Legion. Maybe we can improve this build somehow? Because I feel like Lethal Pursuer is still really good. Just get the early hit. I think it's worth a lot to just start snowballing early. That one is always generally good. Slow down. This was slow down as well, but yeah, maybe going some anti-pallet stuff. I think that perk could be really good on Wraith as well. I think it could be a really good Wraith perk. Since you want to play Wraith that way, I think. Like, where you want to injure everybody, and then you want to tunnel someone down. But you generally want to spread the pressure. Maybe swap something. I'm not sure what. Yeah, no, I don't think so either. I'm not sure what the Xenomorph does because of the just description. I have no idea, but I think Xenomorph like has tunnels that he can go between different points of the map, so maybe he could use it really well. But yeah, it's just like Alien Instinct just enhances everything Legion wants to do. Any other wounded perks? Well, this one is the only one I'm aware of. I'm sure there are others. That's right. Wound. No, it just... Yeah, actually, yes. Flip Butcher. I don't know why that would... That's hemorrhaged and mangled, and it doesn't show thanatophobia, which is weird. It's a shame that this is for basic attacks, because this is a special attack. And that is basic attack as well, otherwise that would be really good. Well, that is quite nice. Look. This could be awesome. It's the Oblivious build. So since most of them are injured, like, they're gonna be oblivious, like, for a majority of the game. As long as you're really on top of your chases. Injured? Yeah, let's search for injured, see what... Yeah, that works. Injured works. So here we go. Well, this is useless unless you're playing Huntress. Blood Echo could be really good as well. Frankly, all of these, like a combination, a 2 in a combination, should be really good. Like, say you have Hysteria and you remove Lethal Pursuer, sure. But you go Blood Echo right away. I don't know. It's just 30 seconds though. Let's try it. Yeah. Let's try to make a Terror Radius build as well. I'm excited about that. When I've unlocked more perks, I have an idea for a really fun build. I'll show you the perk I'm thinking of later. It's probably not good, but it's probably a lot of fun. Okay, first one. Gonna make that. Nope. Yeah, it did. Over here. Really nice. Very nice. Like that, well. He's in no man's land. There we go, first down. It's good pace. Alien Instinct is gonna proc, and we got our next target. As should the Oni perk, right? This is the oblivious guy, I think. Alright. Go for it. Okay. And then next target. Oh, she's still on the hook. Over there. So she's oblivious now. Just up here. Nice. Works perfectly. Whew. Let's put her here. Okay, nobody's injured, so no alien instinct. I heard someone? Yeah. There. She's gonna throw it down. Sprint burst. Okay. Nice. Keeping up the pressure. These chases have been really fast so far. Where's the... No alien instinct, right? Nobody's injured. Oh, what's this? Snuff it out. Somebody over there. Let's go. I'm injured. Okay, everybody's here. Did they have a generator over there? They did. Well, let's follow this trail. Maybe? Nope. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to give that up. It's a lot of screaming. Let's try and get some hingers going. Not gonna reach that in time. Just trying to draw my way. Scourge hook, yep. Any survivors? Over there. Let's remove this here. Because I think it makes a loud noise. Yeah, see. Great. There's the other injured dude. Nice. I'm in your head, boy. Okay. There are 3 generators. I think 2 of them are almost done. This one is the most almost done. I really hate when you get to this stage of the game and the only thing that survivors know they have to do is hold W. That's it. It's a difficult game. I think the answer to that game is being more aggressive with the tunneling. Like, trying to spread the pressure too much. Just gotta take a note of like who you down first, and then just kind of keep up the pressure. Otherwise, you have to run a lot of slow down perks. Otherwise, that is the only way I feel. Because I felt like I had pretty strong chases, but once you lose a little bit of momentum and you haven't killed anyone, like, forget about it. It's over. Alright, let's give this another try. Yeah, they did. I think my mid-game decision-making is really poor. Like, you know, you got 2 hooks. At one point I had 2 hooks simultaneously, and what you should always do is just go back to the first hook and just tunnel out one of those dudes. Like, don't try to spread pressure further. You want to keep 3 people engaged at all times. The 4th one, you know, they're always going to be doing a generator if they're playing properly. But you can keep 3 people occupied for most of the game. But once you got 2 hooks, you really got to start thinking about killing someone. You got to capitalize that early game momentum and try and make sure you get a kill before you're in the end game. Otherwise, it's just going to be really difficult. But I think the build is solid. I'm not sure how much value we got out of the Oni perk. Yeah, when I first started playing, that's one of the things I did. I watched through my own gameplay and just tried to figure out, okay, what should I focus on? And one of the things I thought of was exactly that. Maybe think about a couple of generators in the beginning that you want to keep around for the late game. And whenever I consciously think of that, I end up having great games. So let's do that. Let's make a conscious effort to identify 3 generators you want to keep around, and then let's play a solid mid game. That's the focus here. Solid mid and end game. Because early game is just, you know, do many stabs, do many hooks. That's it. But then mid and late game, mid, you really want to kill someone, and then late, you want to make sure that you've played around the right generators. And that also gives you like a frame of reference to think about which chases to go for and which chases to not go for. Because if somebody's playing on this, oh god, it's mirrored, this side of the map, and somebody's playing on this side of the map, and you have your clusters of generators here, right? You don't want to take this chase, so just drop it right away and then go back to those. Okay. They didn't want to play, I guess. I think for some killers, identifying these 3 gen scenarios is essential. So like if you're playing Trapper or Hag, you have to. That's your entire game plan. You gotta set up like a nest of traps, and then that's what you're playing around. Really hopped up on the coffee. It could also be a bit of the adrenaline. But it's difficult to think about kind of the game in a meta sense when you keep switching killers and you're trying to learn that at the same time as you're and experimenting with builds at the same time as you're trying to learn kind of how the game should be played properly. So it's a lot. But let's try and focus. You see, these 3 generators would be nice. I think that one in the middle, and either these 2 or those 2 is fine. So you want to really keep the one in the middle alive. Okay, somebody's just a bot. But I don't want to play. Okay. That is a bot, though. So now everybody was around, or everybody was a player, I think. Okay, let's go defend mid. Okay, nobody's at mid, but I hear somebody. Nice, so that worked. Now we're not gonna get Alien Instinct because nobody's injured. So we're back to square one here. We really want to defend the hook. Okay, yeah. There's the two hook scenario again, where if you got two hooks, like they're always on the initial hook. So now I go for her because the other chick has the protection, right? So I think that lasts for like 20 seconds or something. So we can just get another down, that's great. So we want to down her, and then we want to follow Alien Instinct and possibly check up on mid if we can. Actually, maybe we can do this instead. Hook her in mid, and then we just chase the Alien Instinct, right? Oh yeah, so you see, they're working here. Let's take this chase. Went here. Gonna drop this. Nice. Okay. Gonna take you to a hook. Okay, that's great. So remember, they're gonna be on the second hook for sure. What does Alien Instinct tell us? Yeah, here they are. Just guessing, I think they went down here. No, they did not. Yes, they did. Got one hit on Steve. I'm not sure if that is faster to run around, or if it would have been faster to... Where's his blood? Completely lost him. He's here. I thought so. I hear him breathing. Or is that just what Legion sounds like? Yeah, it is. Okay. She just ran away. Okay. A bit slow. We really want to check on mid again. Nobody's working here. I don't particularly care about that generator. Neither do I care about these, but... Nobody's working the ones that I care about, so... Okay. Okay, where did she go? I don't know. Okay. That's not a safe pallet. Alright. Let's pick her up. It's hard to have your heart in it when you know two people are bots. Hey Arya, how you doing? Let's get you on the hook. I'm only catching the bots. That's pretty awkward. Okay, that's alien instinct, right? Yeah. Run over here. She's going for the unhook. Alright. Nice play, Steve. I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm trying out some new perks. So we've been running with Alien Instinct. We figured that Alien Instinct is pretty good on Legion, and it's turned out to be true so far. Jumped that window, she jumped it again. Let's do that. Ah, so close. Well, I played back when the game released, and then played a couple of years ago, and I just came back after like a 4 years hiatus. A grand total of like 250 hours, I think. You playing as well? Yeah, let's give this guy the hatch. It's no fun to play with two bots. Well, all I hear when you hear about people playing Dead by Daylight is how people play in the thousands of hours, so in relation to that, I'm considered a noob. Oh, nice! Just picked it up then. Nice. You playing killer or survivor, or a bit of both? Ah, cool. Let me know if you have any tips or any questions. I can probably answer them for you. Who's your favorite killer? Yeah, killer is a lot of fun. Here's the hatch. Gonna let Steve have it. It's fine, Steve, so we can... What's this? You got what? Got an achievement. What's this? Okay. I don't know why I find that so funny. Okay. Yeah. Super secret achievement. Alright, Steve, if you're not coming, I'm just gonna close the gate and we can finish this. Max Thompson Jr. Yeah. Okay, just close it. This is waiting on an exit gate. Not here. You over here. Where is this dude? Oh, maybe he just went AFK. I don't know. While I don't think I have one particular game as a favorite game, I generally play a bunch of different things, but right now I'm really into Dead by Daylight. I really like Hunt Showdown, if you've ever heard of that game. And I am looking forward to both Arc Raiders and Hunger a lot. Those are extraction shooters. Alright, let's try one more with this build. I think. Got any killer requests, Arya? No, dude, but it's in my it's in my playlist. It's in my backlog. One of these days, it's gonna get played. I promise you, we'll do a big stream out of it. Ah, cool. Which one? Is it the Trapper? Is that the one you've played? The one with the bear traps, or the one who goes invisible? Maybe? I'm not sure we're getting any value out of this. Maybe we are, I'm just not seeing. I am from Sweden. Where are you from? Oh, nice. East to West Coast. Okay, let's find 3 generators to defend. 1 central, and then you got 2 options. So out here is probably bad. Let's go for this generator and these 2. Is that a dude? Or was that popping textures? Oh, it was a dude. And here comes the drop. Nice. Okay, let's go for this one. Watch out for the pallet. He's gonna drop it and ooh! And jump over. Super predictable. Okay, let's go for this one. Same thing. Yeah. feel a sense of deja vu. Okay, this guy is smarter. Nice. All right. Perfect start. Perfect start. Go for this. And alien instincts. Direct me. Right here. Awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna have to break this pallet because it's super safe. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, Ohio. Nice. What time is it over there? Let's break this. Nope. She doesn't jump this time. Alright. Fair enough. Chasing. Okay, nobody else is around, so let's power down. Let's play Killer Check. Didn't want to stick around. Let's just take the chase. It's taking a bit too long and I really want to check up on mid, but this is fine. Gonna have to break that, unfortunately. Oh god, that's the middle generator. It's really bad. Let's go for this guy. Yeah. I spent so much time breaking piles this game. I feel like I should have run brutal strength. There's no pallets over here, buddy. Oh wow, that's early. No, it's not. It's the middle of the day. I struggle with PM, AM. AM is early, right? And PM is afternoon. Okay. On the other side. Let's just use the power as a gap closer. And here we go. Remove it. There shouldn't be a lot of pallets. Put her off. Run into the corner of the slope. Alright. So we have one hook on Daryl, 2 hooks on Cheryl, so we want to get Cheryl down as soon as possible. Let's break this pallet while I have time. Alright. People here. Really want to get to Cheryl, but there's no pallet here, so maybe we can get a quick down. Cannot. Oh no. I need to be more patient. Okay. Got her. Now we want to look for Cheryl. It heals so fast. Not gonna get any value out of Alien Instinct because nobody's injured anymore. There she is. That's who we want to kill. Okay, nice. Really just want to get her out of the game at this point. Okay, nice. The pallets. She's gonna jump out here. Okay, and that's a kill. Nice. Let's ramp up the momentum a little bit. And to the side. And far away. Nice. Okay. Really? Decisive strike? I don't remember hooking her. There's a pallet here, I think. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I feel like I want this build to like slow. Like slow the injures a bit more than it already is. I was waiting for that art. Okay. And there is another pallet. Alright. I hear her on this. Let's go for a cheeky slug. Worth it. All right, nice. All right. Wound in the face. I think if I were to change something in this build, it would be to have a bit of like healing slowdown, right? Maybe nurses calling or something for more info. I think I'd remove hysteria. I think this is great, but I don't know. The idea was that it was gonna like get them hemorrhaging a lot more, but it really hasn't turned out that way. Or at least I didn't feel the value. But I guess these things are hard to know. So anyway, Alien Instinct. It's really good on Legion, and I feel like it definitely has its place. You can sneak up to survivors really fast with it, and like, you can get really close. And since they're injured when it procs, that means you only have to get one hit off. So if you got a killer with mobility, it's great. That can get across the map really quickly. It's great. So I think Alien Instinct with Legion is great, and you can probably adjust this a lot better than I have. But in general, it's a good perk. So I really wanted to try and make a terror radius build. Like, we just pick a killer I never play, and then we just search for terror radius. Terror. Oh. That doesn't seem to work. Because I feel like you could... Yeah, maybe it does. I don't remember. Oh yeah, he makes them scream like, ah! And then he gets like a stack of madness. Does he have a large terror radius? 32, yeah. Let's try it. So, from what I remember is, he has two modes. He has like stick mode, and he has shock mode. And in shock mode, you can do like an AoE around him, and that just detects people, so you don't really need any kind of detection perks on him, because that's his main strength, is that he's really good at detection. So, you know, if we have stuff that increases the terror radius, that is just gonna make that blast even bigger. And then you, I guess, let's look through the perks and see what we can find. Because, yeah, this is when you're transporting somebody. You have increased terror radius. Let's just pick it for now. Unnerving presses. Yeah, okay. So that is not a super powerful thing. Like, I don't know, you're gonna be shocking them anyway when they're in your terror radius. And 10%? I mean, I don't know how often those checks happen. If it's like once every second, yeah, this is a big increase. But if it's like once every 5 or 10 seconds, barely makes a difference, does it? Yeah, probably. Stuff like this, yeah. So this increases terror radius. So you can stack those. So now you have a lot of terror radius. When Static Blast is ready, which is the AoE around him. But also very decreased terror radius when it's... Yeah, well, let's try max terror radius and see what's going on. Do we have any other perk that... Your terror radius transfers to the obsession. Oh, the radius is set to 40 meters. Oh, okay, so distressing is just 30%. So I wonder, is this 30% of everything added together, or is this 30% of base? Maybe Google has an answer. Stress thing perk DVD. See what they say. It seems like it's base terror radius. Okay. Yeah. The clone, I don't know if I have the Photophobia unlocked on... I have the tier 1 here. This would be good. Do we have anything else that, like, increases the terror radius? Anything else? What is the doctor perks? Hey! Monitor and abuse, maybe. Dark devotion. Oh yeah, that's the one that transfers the... Yeah, the problem is it's set to 40 meters then, and with everything... Oh, maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so maybe, if we remove agitation, like we have dark devotion, and then we just stack the things that, the negative terror radius things. So it's like, we have the clown, it's only tier 1, but whatever. And you get like the other one. Unnerving presence, right? Yeah. I don't know, it's like when you've been hit, are you gonna... What are you gonna do then? Like, are you gonna... I don't know. Could be fun. Could be fun. So you want to hit the obsession. It's the... You want to hit the obsession and then just leave them. You're always gonna hit them with the... Well, what's great is, because we're gonna have insane range on the on the static blast, right? Because both of these add-ons, when static blast is up, it increases it by a total of 14 meters. Then it's going to be less, but we're going to be able to find the obsession by then, right? And then you're going to transfer it, and the downsides don't matter because it's set to 40 meters, and then these things are going to proc. And then you just patrol generators, I guess. Straight. I think crafting builds in this game is really fun, but I really dislike that you have to do so much farming. Like, what is the point of having like levels of perks? I mean, it has to be only to inflate the grind. Like, there can be no other reason. That must be it. Because what's the point of levels? I would have totally thought it was a great idea if you had to prestige a killer, and then you could unlock everything they had at max level. But to have to prestige them to tier 3? It's stupid. Then again, it's way better than it was when you had to level everybody to 40, and then you unlock their perks, and then you individually had to unlock perks for each killer. That was even worse, but if you're gonna fix the system, why fix it halfway and not go all the way? I don't get it. I mean, maybe if there was like a kind of a point system where you like had 10 points to spend, and like a tier 3 took like 3 points and a tier 1 only took 1, so you'd have to balance out, okay, maybe I want to go around this one perk, this one really strong tier 3 perk, and then I'll fill with like tier 1s or something like that. I don't know. These are the developers who can't like take out a buggy beam in their loading screen, so I wouldn't hold my breath for anything revolutionary happening anytime soon. Okay, let's remember this guy. Okay, he doesn't even have modes anymore. Before you had to switch modes, but you have access to both his forms all the time now, which is cool. Just listen. Okay, they're around here. Let's use static blast. Hit everyone. Oh, and this is the obsession. It's perfect. She has the terror radius. Couldn't be off to a better start. Sometimes it feels like survivors have the same buff that the bots in Mario Kart does, where they feel just slightly out of reach at all times. This is the obsession again. Let's just leave her. She has the terror radius now. Oh, never mind. That was intentional. That was intentional. was using proximity voice. Yeah, let's fire up a static blast. Be around here. Okay, new obsession. Nice. Yeah, maybe. I definitely think it's having some effect with the larger terror radius, but you know, it's really hard to tell. I think it's... But yeah, I think they're definitely struggling with it. It feels like I'm being really annoying. But it's like not that instant feedback like that guy got with the flashlight right there. That is instant. You know that sucks for the killer. She walked herself down to the basement. I think I actually can't find my way down here. That is great. That was a lot of fun. I know I've ranted about this before, but I do feel like hooks are just such an unnecessary component to this game at this point. Like, why am I punished for not finding a hook? And you don't get punished a little, you get punished quite a bit, because now I've lost all kinds of momentum that I might have had. They've healed up. Ah, it's definitely a skill issue. I just feel like it's a completely unnecessary thing. You have so many time wasters as killer already. You need to add more? Especially when survivors can just hold W and hold W, press space bar. Chase that guy. But they're definitely inside my terror radius now. Okay. Yeah, there is. What if you stack this with the Huntress perk that makes the skill checks more difficult, like the Hex perk? Maybe that could be a cool kind of build, or an annoying build. Nobody. Somebody's down there. You see, I remember when you see the apparitions when they're in tier 3. But let's find your way down. Okay. Hey, they were almost done with that gen. There's both of them. Static Blast is really nice ability. If you can just guess the general vicinity of survivors, you'll find them. Yeah, you're right. There is a lot of failed generator skill checks. There are perks that scale with that, right? That makes it so that when you fail generate to skill checks, it like regresses it further. Okay, and we're at the place where there's no hooks. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, can you just walk right out here? Fine. Those are the funniest builds, I think. The ones that are annoying. Not necessarily the strongest builds, the most annoying builds. I made a conscious effort not to chase this guy. Okay. here. Cover drop the pallet. Keep chasing. Okay, well, GG. Just gotta find the Dwight. Wherever he may be. Did he go inside? I think I killed him right here. Crawl inside of here. Yeah, I did. Alright. That was nice. Let's see if we can fine-tune it a little bit. So this is just for healing. Yeah, Nerving Presence felt really good there. Yeah. I wonder if there's a perk that makes, like, you know, failed generator skill checks just do more. Gonna take a bit of a bathroom break. We'll figure it out. Maybe do a bit of a Google search in the meantime. Be right back. Yeah, let's go for skill check. Because this is what I was thinking. Maybe. Dissolution, what does that do? I don't have that one. What killer is that? Dredge. Oh, I have 0 levels on the dredge. I don't even think I have them unlocked. Gonna have a look at what it does anyway. Oh. Yeah. That could be really good, yeah. Let's keep that in the back pocket. I think if we run Huntress Lullaby, if they don't remove this hex, big if, I think they're barely gonna be able to do generators. Then maybe we need another hex perk rather than Dark Devotion. Because you can run, what is it called? Like there is a perk that makes them exposed when they like cleanse it. Just go search for it. Hex. Haunted Ground. And it spawns 2 trapped hex totems. And they get exposed for 60 seconds if they cleanse that one instead of the Huntress Lullaby. I'm not sure that Dark Devotion got that much value, but I think Distressing and Unnerving Presence was really annoying for them. So going a bit of half and half, maybe. Yeah, I think so too. I don't think you want to never mind. You want to shock therapy in the beginning, right? But then maybe keep it to keep the terror radius really big. You end up on one of the really small maps. This can be insanely annoying, I think. This is a pretty small map, no? Hit the AFK guy. Pillar pallet. Nice. Okay. So towards the middle. Let's just try and unnerve everybody. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Perfect. Now we know where to go. Probably want to let this go. And we want to keep the generator in the middle safe. Let's do a shock therapy. Okay, just rotate to gens. Somebody screamed over here. And they got the Huntress Park. Seriously? It's a 33% chance of getting that one. Yeah, let's see here. Let's leave him. For this. Head back. No. It's like when you use the static blast, the big AoE, the terror radius decreases. I'm just doing that to increase their madness. I feel like I'm catching anyone here. We finally got it down. I'm afraid it's too little too late. And there's a window here. I don't know, I feel like with M1 killers you just end up like this so often. It's like, oh, they run to the next pallet and they just keep running and they down the pallet and you can't do anything about it and you just have to keep running and running. That's why I like playing Nemesis so much. Get so much value out of that, just destroying the pallets instantly. Yeah. Oh well. That's what it is. Getting away with that one kill at least. Maybe two. Oh, maybe that's too far. Coming back, yeah. Okay. Static blast. Oh, 2 kills. It's better than 0. It's difficult to keep up the pressure of that game. I did some horrible chasing. Took too long to down people. Just gotta play the generators with this build, I think. Not go for the long chases. Also got really unlucky with the Huntress Lullaby. That it got dispelled so early. They had a 1 in 3 and just hit. Yeah, I feel like we talked about before, I think when you stray too far, like if I'll try and vocalize what I'm thinking this game, but like I feel like you always have a central generator that you want to work around, because then you have multiple options to do a great 3 gen, and if they progress that enough, you don't want to stray too far from it until it's been regressed. And obviously it's really hard to know when you don't really know all of the maps where dead zones are, because sometimes they'll just run you to the corner of the map, and then it's obvious that, oh, this is not a chase I should have taken. But it's hard to know in the heat of the moment for sure. Alright, so what I want to do now is just localize the kind of middle part. Should be this. So it's this house. I want to look for a couple of scratch marks so I know where to place my first static blast. Nothing so far. There we go. Let's unleash the first static blast. We're all here. Get live, I think. So this chase, right now, I feel like it's going on too long. She's just heading towards that pallet. We get it dropped and we go back to the generator because there were a lot of people there who were progressing it. And it was pretty well along, so it should be getting close now. I can't even remember which generator it was. Jesus, wasn't it one of those? Was this one, maybe? You see that? Yeah, so there are 2 on that generator. Really want to go for that one. And he's entering the killer shack, which for me is a really difficult tile, so I'm gonna go for this instead. Try and get a hit. Just remove this pallet. It's fine, and my goal is to kick this. Spread out. I'm gonna go have a listen in the middle. Nobody's working on this yet, so we're fine. We're gonna go back to this generator and we're just gonna shock blast, see if anybody's still around. Over here, 2 of them. Moving towards the middle of the map. So probably that generator. Take the opportunity to destroy those pallets. So right here, we want to ideally get as much of their resources out of the way as possible because we want to defend this generator eventually. So the more pallets that are dropped, walls destroyed, etc., the better. That generator was just a matter of time before that got finished. This guy's gonna jump out here. Try and cut him off. Not gonna be successful. Got the gen. This is going on for too long. Let's go inside and let's press static blast, see what's up. So they generally seem to be stacking up. Do 1 generator at a time and they stack up. Spark therapy. Got a hit. There were 2 people around here. Yeah, there you go. She was just waiting to start the gen again. That was the exposed one. So she's dead. Nice. Counting ground value. Let's hook her real fast and then get back to that generator. I'm a little bit afraid that the middle generator is worked by that guy with the med bag. But there's too much going on here and I have too much pressure, so I can't really pay any attention to that yet. She's down. Nice. Another hook. Let's hook her close so I can keep the pressure going. Okay. Let's have a look at the first hook, see if any scratch marks are nearby, and then... Nope. Okay, let's go inside. See if they're working on the mid-gen. Does not sound that way. Somebody was sneaking around here. That's what they were doing. Let's get some free hits. And I hesitated there. Really bad idea. Should I just committed for him? Okay. And he just completely disappeared. Let's just shock. He went inside one of the lockers. For sure, otherwise he would have screamed, right? I guess not. Well, he's just a wizard. Alright. Well done. Well played. I have no idea what happened there. Like, I have no concept of what went on. Why were there no scratch marks? Where did he go? Why didn't he scream? Like... So they're gonna heal. They're not gonna be allowed to, and it's gonna be 2 downs because she was slow. Really nice. So now they're doing the middle generator, like I was afraid of before. So I'm gonna get these hooks real fast, and then we're gonna go mid. Now they got the Huntress Lullaby, which is annoying, but it is what it is. It's just a matter of time. Already rescued that guy. Let's shock therapy here. This dude right here, I'm chasing. Oh, it's her. Let's ignore her because she has immunity for a while. Let's check the middle generator. Yeah, somebody's working on it. Nobody does this, but my OCD won't allow me to not check the locker. Probably drop down here, slow vaulted. Can't vault that. Okay. Okay. So she should be dead. She had live. We used her exhaust perk, just ignore her. Hopefully she doesn't have decisive strike. If so, she's dead. This is great. Let's kick the generator, head back inside because I didn't find the one working on the middle generator. It's a little bit more progressed. Let's static blast. Let's kick it. Okay, so she's gonna want to do this, but she doesn't have live anymore. So right now she's heading into no man's land. I don't want to go there. Don't want to go there when they have so few generators left and the middle one is being actively progressed. Okay, so let's pay attention to where they are now. On that generator. Okay. Let's head down. Let's go for this one. It's almost done. Shock him through the wall. Not around. Ran already. Yeah. That's great having that down. Let's go upstairs and interrupt whoever was working on that because I could hear the sound of it being worked on. No idea how they keep getting... Ah, there she go. Because the one way to avoid static blast, I remember, is if you're in a locker, you don't scream. So she probably stuck around there for a while and she hid. And that's why there were no notifications. So you make it, I don't. Hooks are a great mechanic, I fucking love them. And we're gonna do the same thing again, where there's no place to go in order to hook her. Maybe here? Maybe that's in reach? Just barely. Okay, so he's probably back on the generator he was before. Static blast and see if that's true. That is true. Likes to run early, so we cut him off. Go around. He went in the locker. Nice. Easy. We're gonna put him a bit out the way because I didn't look for any other hooks, which is stupid. I would have preferred to put him a bit more centrally. First hook on that guy. And I kick the generator so I can see when it's being worked on, and we shock blast. No, we don't, because it's on cooldown. Okay, very nice, just free. Let's shock blast and see the last guy. Over there. He's going for the rescue for sure. Oh, It's not. Got him. Is he the guy to have DS? Probably. Yeah, he does. Let's go back to this. Let's hook her on the way, and then we go back to the generator. I heard a sound, but I don't... Okay, so he's heading out into the middle of nowhere. Since there are only 2 people left and both are injured, we should absolutely go for it. Ended up baiting him, and that netted us the kill. Let's put him in the basement and he is dead. Yeah. So playing the generators with this build in general, way better. I think that is probably just good practice on every killer, to be fair. You see, I had to focus on the middle generator the entire game, and pays off. He's not around here, or she's in a locker. Let's just break this pallet to make the chases here easier. I think in general, when you're playing killer, I think that's a good idea. Just pick out the middle generator and then work from there, because you see here is a natural free gen. It's like playing tic-tac-toe, you know? You always want to grab the middle. And now, basically, they don't have enough bodies, so they can't really put enough pressure on me to do the generators. They're both in lockers. Which lockers? That is the question. This one. And where is Tomb Raider? This one? Did she hide in these ones or the ones upstairs? Or has she left already? This one? Okay. No? Really? Okay. Fine. You burst out of there. Let's see if she's around. Nope. That perk would have been nice now, huh? Iron Maiden one. Okay, well, it's GG. Just gotta see if we can find the hatch before her. All that remains. Yeah, clean game. And you know, this generator kind of pressured itself when we were keeping control of these 3. Because even if she managed to get some progress on it, like, it doesn't matter. Even if it finishes, well, you know, as long as we have control over these 3 generators, keeping them injured, getting kills, getting hooks, there's not going to be enough pressure. So the only way you lose that is if you end up in too long a chase and he finishes like this generator, or they finish one of those 3. The other generators are not important in that situation. So the hatch is over there, most likely. Who's just hiding? Why? Are they salty, perhaps? I do not know. I felt like a clean game. So that's how I think when I feel like a chase is starting to waste my time. Like, oh, it's not worth it anymore. But it's also really hard because you get very salty, right? You want to kill them. You want to down them. So it's constantly fighting that urge. But I think if you just take every chase, it's just... And unless you're really good at just getting quick hits and quick downs, like, you're just gonna lose the game. Almost enough blood points to get more perks now. There's a lot of grinding left to do. A lot of grinding. Hopefully there's a blood point event soon. That would be nice. Alright, gonna turn off the stream for now. See you.